Hello, Performing Arts Project. My name is Christian Duran Muller. I am 20 years old and I'm a second-year acting student at the University of North Carolina School of the Arts in Winston-Salem, so just down the road from you guys. I was originally born in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I haven't really gone too terribly far. Just the other day, I had an interview for my administrative internship opportunity with the Performing Arts Project with Juliet and Kim. Amazing. I learned so much about the program. Kim was giving me an overview about how the Performing Arts Project came here to Winston, and it's just sort of interesting how programs like the Performing Arts Project and programs like School of the Arts find themselves in Winston-Salem. I guess right off cuff, it's not necessarily the city that you would think would have this really dense artistic environment, but it's here and it's alive and well. Yes, so I'm excited to be auditioning for you all today. Juliet suggested that it might be of interest to me to send a audition as a student for the program. She said that perhaps might best fit my interests. This summer I kind of hoped to acquire different administrative internships opportunities. I applied to different casting agencies, talent agencies, and theater companies in New York City, Chicago, DC, just different opportunities to kind of acquire that skill or strengthen that skill and sort of get an idea of what it's like on the other side of the table, how non-for-profits are run, how the business operates and that sort of thing, how to find the closest Starbucks. Just things like that, and so that's how I initially came upon the opportunity. That's not to say that I'm not familiar with the program. I've had friends that have come to the Performing Arts Project and who have just raved about how much of a rejuvenating experience it is and how much being involved in the Performing Arts Project has just opened them up artistically and creatively. I think the Performing Arts Project and the training I'm receiving here at School of the Arts are similar in nature and have a really organic approach to our craft, to acting, to musical theater. That being said, I've been emailing, or Facebook messaging rather, Michael Maresca back and forth, sort of in cahoots about applying for an internship at this program and that sort of thing. And he even said, hey, you should send him a video to be a student. And now I am. So that's to say that every second Michael Maresca is on the campus, I'm just gonna eat up every bit of information I can get from him. I think the One Voice program is remarkable. I think unlocking the different resonators in the body not only opens up the opportunity to make more sound, a more wealth of sound, but also has specific emotional qualities that are different in each of the resonators. And I think that's similar to the voice work that we study here at School of the Arts, Kristen Linklater's Freeing the Natural Voice. So I'm excited to apply sort of the same principles to my singing technique and to my singing ability and that sort of thing. I think the most successful theater and the most successful acting I've seen is acting and performing that comes from the body, and a story that is told through the body, and work that is felt through the body. I think there's a time for intricate, heady work to be done. Yes, of course, but ultimately, I think it's so important that we see a character through our physical structure, and the character resonates through the physical structure. So that's my pursuit in my acting training, is to be able to fully encompass that into my being. And easier said than done, certainly. But anyway, attached to this video is a monologue from Romeo and Juliet, and then Old Red Hills of Home from Parade, and then a little bit of choreography. It's actually Bob Fosse original choreography, so the choreography is not original, but the entire piece is student-led from me and my friend Karina. We reset the choreography from Who's Got the Pain when they do the Mambo, Gwen Verdon and Bob Fosse, TV version, movie version. And it was done at an intensive arts performance, which is a two-week period at School of the Arts where classes are canceled and students go at it and having their own rehearsals and own scheduling and that sort of thing to make these two full-length student-led projects. It's basically like a theatrical shut-in, and we just see all the students work at School of the Arts, and it's a really exciting time, really hectic time, but it's super specific, and we get to work on things that we really want to work on without the influence of the teachers. But after those 2 weeks, we're back at it, hardcore. So we only get 2 weeks. Just kidding. But to wrap up, yeah, I'm not really sure what I would put in a microwave size time capsule. I don't know about an article of clothing, but I might put some socks or something, or like a shoe, or maybe like a cheeseburger from McDonald's, and it would be interesting to see if it's still edible, because apparently they can last like a super duper long time without biodegrading. So why not? I hope you guys enjoy my work. It's been fun putting it together for you all. Yeah, sit back, relax, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Oh, what soft like yonder window breaks! It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is but sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off! It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. Oh, I'm too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all of heaven having some business do entreat her eyes. To twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there? They in her head. The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream, so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. Look how she rests her cheek upon that hand. Oh, if I were a glove upon that hand, and I may touch that cheek.
Farewell, my Lila, I'll write every evening. I've carved our names in the trunk of this tree. Farewell, my Lila, I miss you already, and dream of the day when I'll hold you again in a home safe from fear, when the Southland is free.
Someone must be sick with that heat, or stepping on everyone's feet. But if everyone's feeling okay, why don't they just say Olay? When the music carries them away. Who's got the pain when they do the bongo? Who's got the pain when they do the bongo? Who's got the pain when they do the bongo? Do you? Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in the house? If there's a doctor in the house, get him out, for there is an element of doubt as to who's got the pain when they do the bongo, who's got the pain when they go out, who's got the pain when they do the bongo, who's got the pain when they go out.
Ha ha ha.